league in 06, 07. I played no minutes my first 2 years.
Yeah.
But you know what? If we had a 19-point lead going into the fourth, I might get all 12 minutes of garbage time.
For sure.
People would clear their benches.
Yeah, for sure.
This was 15 years ago.
For sure.
People would clear their benches with a
sure.
17-point lead in the fourth and 9 minutes to go.
For sure.
You can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore. You know why? Because I believe in 08, 09, or whenever that little light-skinned fucker came in the league that's in Golden State, he changed that whole narrative. He did. He single-handedly changed the no lead is safe. It's like Pat Mahomes right now.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy SoKraZyTv back with another video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more videos. In this video, we're going to be talking about LeBron James and Reddick. They got a new podcast called Mind the Game. It just came out earlier today. They dropped their first episode, and I watched the whole thing, man. It was early in the morning. Got my coffee ready, and I was just watching, man. And they said that this podcast is going to teach people about basketball, and it's really going to destroy the minds like Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Jason Whitlock, and these two really teaching the best minds in basketball right now. And people who've been hating on LeBron James, LeBron been getting the hate since he was a kid, man. The first player ever to get hate like this, and we already know the hate came from him going to Miami. We don't need to talk about that again. But for him to collab with Reddick, one of the best minds in basketball, one of the best podcasters on YouTube, on Spotify, all them streaming platforms, and for him to collab with him and them talking about the game, teaching plays, like, come on, man, this is influential right here. And the first episode dropped today, like I said, and I got a clip from that podcast, and we're going to break it down because they spoke about two influential players in the NBA, and they called them the most influential players of NBA history. And that's coming from LeBron James, the GOAT. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get straight to this, man.
Can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore. You know why? Because I believe in 08, 09, or whenever that little light-skinned fucker came in the league that's in Golden State, he changed that whole narrative. He did. He single-handedly changed the no lead is safe. It's like Pat Mahomes right now.
It's interesting you bring up Steph because I think there's
Love that guy,
a long history of
Steph.
Great players that have impacted the game. And you can see a lineage between different skill sets, right? Michael to Kobe, right? You can see that. I don't know that there's been a player that has influenced the game more than Steph. And you can certainly point to like Harden for sure in that era, Damian Lillard for sure, but you're right, it started with Steph.
When it comes to influence, since I've been watching the game, the most influence on the game, and obviously we know what Mike did for the game.
Sure.
You know, Steph and Allen Iverson are the two biggest influential guys in our game since I've been watching and covering it.
So Reddick says Steph Curry is the most influential. And then LeBron goes on to say Steph Curry and Allen Iverson are the two most influential NBA basketball players in the history of the game. Now, I agree. I agree with Steph because Steph changed the game with the threes. Steph just pulling up from deep like that. No one was doing that at that time. There was only a couple players doing that, like in the 90s. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf was doing that. And then in the early 2000s, Gilbert Arenas was doing that. But by the time Steph Curry came to the league and was well known, like in the early 2013-ish, 2014, that's when he became Steph Curry. And he was just shooting, bro, and he just changed the league. Now, to Allen Iverson, with his game, 6'1", 165 soaking wet, and he's driving in the lane like that on bigs, and the crossover, he had the killer crossover, man. He was making people fall, and nobody was doing that at that time. He changed the league too. And he's the culture of the league. He brought hip hop to the league. Tattoos, cornrows. He was getting his hair braided during the game while he was sitting on the bench. His mom was braiding his hair. Like, I remember that as a kid watching in the early 2000s. So I can agree with LeBron James when it comes to Allen Iverson, man. Definitely Allen Iverson needs some flowers and he needs some love, man, because he doesn't get that. And with the handle, him averaging how many points he averaged, being the MVP, 6'1", and taking one game from the Los Angeles Lakers in the early 2000s in them finals, bro. Man, that was amazing. The step over on Tyronn Lue, that capture picture, everyone uses it to this day. Definitely, man. But let's play this next clip of LeBron James going in on Steph Curry and Allen Iverson being the two most influential players.
One, they're 6'3", 6'4", if you want to.
Steph's not 6'4".
If you want to look on the back of a basketball card, you know, you're always a lot taller on the back of the basketball card. You know, Allen Iverson and Steph, they were just so relatable, and kids felt like they could be them. They were guys that was not always counted on. They were small in stature, and they just defined the odds. So you got AI, who's like unbelievable crossover, cornrows, arm sleeve. We wear arm sleeve. Everyone wears an arm sleeve now because of Allen Iverson. Mm-hmm. And he's going in the trenches, you know, laying it up over bigs, whatever the case may be. And now you have Steph, who's shooting over the Empire State Building. You know, it's just like those two are the two most influential when you say the game, how they changed the game, and the kids, and like, those are two guys that you just wanted to watch every single night.
I have an arm sleeve because of Allen Iverson. Like, no bullshit.
Listen,
no bullshit.
One of my tattoos is because of Allen Iverson, for sure.
And Steph, I think he changed, like, the influence with Steph, I think, is like he fundamentally changed how we viewed how the game should be played with the three-point shot. Mm-hmm.
There y'all have it, man. Y'all heard it from two of the best, LeBron James, JJ Reddick. Their podcast is out now, Mind of the Game. Go check it out, man. It's a great podcast. They already have over 100K subscribers, and it just came out. It's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to break it down. I just wanted to do a review on it. As always, I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all, man. I'm on the road to 4K subscribers. I'd appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe. Y'all can catch me on the next video. I appreciate y'all. Peace and love.